I'm Maggie Marsh, and I'm excited to work with your child this school year. I'm here to help navigate this new virtual learning experience and appreciate your support at home and your patience as we will inevitably hit some glitches through this very new process. A little bit about me. I'm a graduate of St. Joseph's University's 5-year Master's in Teaching program. My undergraduate degree is in kindergarten through 6th grade elementary education and early intervention through 12th grade special education. My 5th year at St. Joe's, my master's concentrated on special education and being certified as a reading specialist. After graduating, I was hired to be the morning kindergarten teacher and special education itinerant teacher at Willow Hill, and I spent my first 4 years of my career working there as a special education teacher. After switching roles to be a reading teacher at the junior high, I quickly realized that although most people would think I'm crazy, I truly enjoy working with this age group. Part of this lies in my own education and the meaningful connections I made with learning and with my teachers during my own junior high years. I love helping students figure out the world around them, learn new content, and develop their interests in topics, groups, or activities. This is my 18th year teaching and my 9th year teaching Read 180. I also teach a 7th through 9th grade reading class, and I work with students on study skills and organizational skills in Resource Room. Late fall through to the early spring, you can usually find me working after school in the Little Theater as a stage manager for our annual school musical. I help moderate students backstage with the designing of sets and props, as well as the movement of these materials during productions to enhance the actors on stage. Back to reading. Fun fact, when I first began my career at the junior high, I taught general education reading classes, and through the years have taught every type of reading class offered in the building except for critical thinking. This is useful to your child because when they reach their Read 180 goals and are ready to be scheduled into the general education reading class, I can help them decide what would be the best fit based on their skills. My teaching philosophy starts with the belief that all students can achieve success. That success is a result of organization and good planning. The more you read, the better you become at reading. And I recognize that reading isn't always easy, but it is all about finding that magical combination of what students are interested in reading and having non-threatening text available to them to help them get started and help build their reading confidence. I believe a positive learning environment is essential, and I do what I can to help build my students up and encourage them. Being organized contributes to your success. And finally, it's very important to take small risks, especially with reading, because it can lead to some amazing results. So what is Read 180? It is typically a 90-minute class when in brick and mortar, but we have made some adjustments for this new virtual platform. This year, it is a 160-minute class broken down into 2 80-minute sessions that surround your child's morning advisory period. Our 80 minutes are broken into 20-minute whole group lessons and then 3 20-minute rotations in the 3 Read 180 stations: small group, independent reading, and the student application. In whole group and small group, students will work on strengthening reading strategies to develop their comprehension, word attack, writing, and grammar skills. At the computer station, students will, which we also call the computer station, the student application. Students work through their own personalized and leveled reading segment where they explore new content, apply and practice reading and fluency skills. They strengthen their language skills, extend ideas in the writing zone, and finish with a test of their knowledge in the success zone. All of the zones in Read 180 count as a 100-point classwork assignment for the marking period, except the success zone, which counts as a 100-point test at the end of each marking period. Students are in a time on task contest where the student in the class with the highest number of active minutes logged in the computer program will win a free pizza sent to their house. At the reading station, students select books within their Lexile range and that are of interest to them. Each student is expected to read for 20 minutes a day. While they're reading, students are required to complete quick writes with comprehension questions and graphic organizers to connect to their reading and deepen their understanding of the text. When they are finished reading, students log into the Reading Counts app in Read 180 and take a 10-question multiple choice quiz. After scoring a 70% or above on the book quiz, students earn a certain number of points designated to that book based on its lexile level, length, and the vocabulary used. Students are in a class competition to earn the most points, and the student with the highest number of points will win a $25 gift card to a store or restaurant of their choice. Read 180 is a blended learning model of reading and English skills. We work primarily out of our Real Book workbook with high-interest workshops about topics that are intriguing to students. Throughout class, students complete writing assignments that correspond with the Real Book workshop, as well as cold prompts to monitor progress through the year. Our class will also participate in novel lessons using a modified version of the general education curriculum. Grades in Read 180 are weighted based on the percentages you see here. Each student begins with 150 participation points each marking period. As long as they are on task, participating appropriately, prepared, and engaged during class, they will keep these points all term. There will be assignments given that are considered homework. These assignments will be started in class, and they may even be finished in class due to the block schedule. I do not want students spending any more time in front of the computer screen after school hours than is necessary. Papers, projects, and graded assignments are worth 20% of your child's overall grade. These are usually writing pieces and end-of-unit projects that correspond with the Real Book or novel units. Quizzes are typically scheduled, but may be a surprise pop quiz format or reading check to gauge student understanding from time to time. Book quizzes count as quiz grades and are out of 100 points because of the effort needed and the time put into them in the independent reading station to successfully read, do the paperwork, complete the graphic organizer, and complete the quiz. Tests include the Success Zone from the computer software, finals from the Real Book workshops, and for our novel units. It's important to note that the test and quiz grade percentages count for 50% of your child's grade. Studying is important, and staying on top of the Independent Reading Center materials is also essential for success in this class. If you ever have a question, or you're dealing with any technical difficulties at home, or your child needs assistance, please email me. It's the easiest way to get a hold of me. I did include my voicemail number. Please leave a message and I will give you a call back. Thanks for attending and joining me for this presentation for Back to School Night. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And I look forward to working with you this year.